Hello, my fellow knights and warriors. This is my second playthrough of Sherwood game, and today I'm going to play a scenario titled Wedding of Alan Dale. In this scenario, Mildred, who is a girlfriend of Alan, was captured by sheriff's men and is meant to be married to the Martin, who is one of the sheriffs of Nottingham trusty men. So he gives him Mildred as a prize. Of course, Alan is not happy because of that, and he runs to his fellow Robin Hood to help him, saying, "Hello, Robin, you know they are going to give my girlfriend to sheriff's men. Can you help me to get her out?" And Robin says, "Of course I will, fella." And as they talk and decide how to do, Martin carries Mildred along with a couple of his buddies to the chapel in the woods, where Valeran, who is a corrupted priest, awaits them to give them marriage. Of course, Robin finds it out, thanks to his men, and now Robin and his men, along with Alan, are coming there to stop this marriage and probably help Alan to reunite with his girlfriend as well. So that's the setup for this scenario. And now, how to start this scenario. It takes place on the Forester's Cottage board, so you are using this board only, and at the beginning of the game, only Valeran starts inside the chapel. All the other characters are starting off board. And now, Martin's party is first to go. They are entering the board from the side one. So from here you can choose any hex you like, and they are moving there to reach the chapel. Because to win this scenario, Martin and Mildred has to stay adjacent to Valeran for one entire turn, doing nothing, and if they will be able to do so, they are married, and game overs, and sheriff's men are victorious. But if Robin's men are about to stop them, they have to make Martin fight, so he won't be able to marry Mildred. And if at any moment of the game Mildred and Alan are adjacent to Friar Tuck in the chapel and they are not doing something for this turn, they can be married as well. And the game wins as Robin's victory. So this is a very tricky scenario because it is very probably that the game ends without any straight victory. But if there won't be a marriage between Martin and Mildred at the end of the game, it is still minor victory for Alan and Robin, because they were able to stop this marriage, and maybe they will be able to help Mildred in any other way. As for the special scenario rules, first of all, both Friar Tuck and Valeran are priests, technically. This means that they cannot be attacked in this battle unless they will attack anyone by their own. So if they are not attacking anyone, they cannot be attacked. But if they will attack anyone, then they are not protected and they can be attacked as well. As for Mildred, at the beginning of the game she is a part of the Martin's team and has to move adjacent to Martin. If Martin is killed or stunned and she is adjacent to any of the Robin's men, she becomes a member of Robin's team and she is moved by the Robin's player. Finally, this scenario is about to introduce us to some new rules, like missile combat, because we have three archers on the Robin's side, Robin, Will Scarlet and Falco, and one crossbow warrior on the sheriff's side. This is Elmeric. So this is going to be some missile combat, and now we have also trees. And our warriors can climb up the tree if they are on the middle hex of the tree. These are the middle hexes of the tree, so you cannot climb here on any of these, but you can climb on these. And when you are up the tree, you can move on any hexes that are a part of this tree, and this means that you are up and you cannot be attacked by the characters below you, and you cannot attack them as well, but you are free to fire on them. So this is quite a good option for the missile warriors to climb up the tree and be safe from enemy foot warriors, but they can still fire on them with their bows or crossbows. So that's the rules for this scenario. It takes 12 turns to play. I wonder if it will take these 12 turns, or maybe it will end sooner because of some situation. We will see it out. And now, Sheriff's men are entering from the side 1, while Robin's men are entering from the side 2. Let us start. We are starting with turn 1, and now Martin and Mildred are first to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Martin has 8 movement points, but Mildred has only 6. So he has to lead her by her hand, so he can move only by 6 movement points. Next is Elmeric. He is a crossbowman, a very deadly warrior, but this is a problem for the missile warrior, for the crossbowmen, that if they are attacked, they cannot fire. So he cannot be adjacent to any opponent to use his bow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how he moves. Now Walker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He will help Martin, while Finn and Gibbo are going to stop Robin's men. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Gibbo moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's their movement. There are no opponents on board, so they don't have anything to do. And now it is Robin's time to shine. So I am moving my men, and I can tell that Elmeric is a problem, but also I need to get inside this damned chapel as quick as possible, because if Martin and Mildred will get there, then Martin can be married to Mildred and they will win. So what I am going to do, Little John is my powerhouse in this scenario, so he moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, goes like this, and his goal will be to push Finn out of here and get inside. Friar attack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to remove his immunity because of being a priest, and he will attack Elmeric, trying to make him unable to shoot his deadly bow. Now, Alan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He will join Little John, trying to kick Finn out of here. And now Falco. He's not going to sing Rock Me Amadeus, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He will try to move like this. And now Will Scarlet and Robin Hood. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to use any of their missile weapons because enemy is pretty close. So I'm going to simply trying to fight them off. Let's see if it will work. This is the end of the movement phase, and now we are going to combat phase. So Friar attack attacks Elmeric. He has 7 versus 5, so this is 2. So this will be 0-4 column of the combat against infantry. So this column, And now let's make a roll. This is 1 in 0-4. Oh, great. So he is wounded. That's pretty good. So Elmeric goes wounded. Now, Little John and Alan are attacking Finn. They have 13 versus 7, so this is 6. So this will be 5-9 and +1 because they are 2 versus 1. So we are shifting to the 10-19 and let's make a roll. This is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he is stunned. And Will, Scarlet and Robin are attacking Gibbo. They have 15 versus 7, so this is 8. So this is 5-9 again, and +1 because of the numerical advantage. So let's make a roll, and this is 3. This is W. So he's wounded. Oh, it starts very well for Robin and his men. 2 sheriff's men wounded, 1 stunned. So maybe they are going to do some good action in the next turn. We will see. So that's the end of the turn 1. We are going into turn 2. And now, first of all, sheriff's men. Elmeric cannot fire because he's adjacent to enemy, so he cannot use his missile weapons. So we are going to skip missile fire phase and we are going right to the movement phase. So Martin leads Mildred. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Walker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to protect this flank. And now Gibbo is here all alone because his pal is stunned. So, and he's wounded. That's pretty complicated case. And moreover, he doesn't want to get out of here because if he will retreat, then Will, Scarlet and Robin will be able to hit him with their missiles. So he needs to stay here to block their options to perform a missile combat, but it places him in a quite vulnerable situation. Same goes to Elmeric. He tries to get out of here. 1, 2, and 3. And now that's all for the sheriff's men movement. And now we are going to combat. So Gibbo will try to attack Alan. He has 5 versus 3, so it will be just 2. Not an easy situation. It's 0-4. And the roll is 9. Oh hell. AR1. Attacker retreats by 1. No, he retreats here. That's the very bad situation. And this concludes their combat. So now he's coming back to normal because you wake up at the end of your part of the turn. And now Robin's men are next to go. We are starting with missile combat because now we are able to perform some missile combat. Falco fires at Elmeric. He is an archer and enemy wears an armor. So this will be a modifier for 2 damage roll, but first we need to make 2 hit roll, and to hit we need 6 or less. He is not wounded. This scrap hexes are not obstacle nor hindrance for him to fire, so he makes a roll and he got 5, so he hit Elmeric. That's great. And now he rolls for 2 kill, 2 damage, and now we get +2 because he wears an armor, because you can see that his defense factor is encircled. 7 + 2 is 9, so this is 2. This means he retreats to hexes. Nothing bad. Now, Will Scarlet fires at Gibbo, and he hit him, and now I'm rolling for 2 damage. 5 in the 2 damage. This is W, so he is wounded. And because he was wounded already, he dies. Now Robin fires at Walker. He hit him. and 7, he made him retreat to hexes. Okay, oh, let me show you. I forgot to use a missile table. As you can see, all the shooting here took place on the short range because we were firing with bows on 10 hexes range, so there wasn't an issue with long range or anything like this. So that's all for the missile combat phase, and now we are going to the movement phase. So fire attack goes first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Falco. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now Robin. 1, 2, 3. Now moving through the window. 4. 4 hexes. So it's 7 and 8. So Robin gets inside the chapel to stop Martin, and Will is going to join the fray here. So that's all for the movement phase. And now combat phase. Falco and Fire Attack are attacking Elmeric. They have 14 versus 2. It is 12. So it will be 9, 10, 9, 10, 19, mine plus 1 because of the numerical advantage, 2029, and 4 in the 2029. He is wounded. He was already wounded, so he dies. And now I can make advance. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot attack Valeran with Robin because he's a priest and he wasn't attacking anyone, so he's safe. He's kind of protected because of that. And now Little John, Alan, and Will Scarlet are attacking Finn. 9, 13, 20. 20 versus 7. It is 10, 19, plus 1 because of numerical advantage, 20, 29. And the roll is 2. Okay. This is key, so he dies instantly. Oh, that's terrible. Looks like this battle is going to end very, very soon. And now Alan moves 1, 2, 3 here. Will Scarlet goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And Little John is going to stay on this hex. So that's the end of the turn 2, and now the turn 3. So Martin sees that his situation gets complicated. So he walks into the chapel, leading Mildred next to him. Walker follows him, blocking the door inside inside of the chapel. And well, that's all, because all the 3 other sheriff's men are dead. So now Martin wants to attack Robin, and he calls Valeran to help him. Valeran, despite being priests, takes his dagger and tries to stab Robin in his back. This means that he's not protected anymore, and anyone can attack Valeran if they want. So they have 15 versus 5, so this is 10, and plus 1 because they are 2 versus 1. So this was 10, 19, and plus 1, 20, 29. It is 5 in the 2029, so Robin is stunned. Probably Valeran hit him in his head, so he goes unconsciousness. Alright, so that's all for the Sheriff's men, and now Robin's men. First, missile combat. Now, can I perform any missile combat? I believe yes. Falco can fire at Walker, and Walker is in the cover, because as you can see, he's standing in the entrance to the chapel, and entrance is marked as a cover type. Let me show you. No. Oh, sorry. No. Why? I thought I looked at the doorway. And this is not a doorway. A doorway is here. This is a doorway, and I believe this is not a doorway, so he is not in the cover. And now Falco fires at him. Let me see if he will hit him. 5, so he did, because he needs 6 or less, so he hit. And now the effect of the hit is 1. Oh hell, this is 1, so Walker dies. This is going to be a very quick game, I believe. Alright, so that's all, because Will hasn't anyone in his line of sight, so he cannot fire at anyone. And now we are moving into the movement phase. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little John goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alan goes here. 1, 2, 3. Fire attack goes here, but Mildred is still considered to be controlled by Martin because she's adjacent to him. So Fire attack might try to grab her and say, "Come on, come with me," but Martin still holds her hand tightly. And Falco, 1, 2, he positions here like that, himself like that, and Will Scarlet places himself on this hex, so he will be probably able to get inside the chapel in the next turn, when Robin will be back to his senses. And that's all for the movement turn, and now we are going to the combat phase. Since Valeran attacked Robin, this traitorous priest is now considered to be our enemy, and he can be attacked. So Little John and Alan are trying to smash his head with his stick and his lute. So they have 13 versus 3, so this is 10. So this will be 10, 19, plus 1 because of numerical advantage. It's 20, 29. Let's make a roll. Oh, they got 10. This is nothing. So Valeran somehow managed to avoid any hit. And now we are waking Robin up. He's back to his senses. And this concludes the turn. So this is next turn. And Martin's entourage contains only him and Valeran. So they cannot do much, save to attacking Robin. So they are doing the same. So it's same situation as before, 20-29. And let me roll. Oh, they are lucky. My god, they killed Robin, you bastards. So Robin dies. Oh, this is unfortunate. Okay, and that's the end of their actions. And now, Will Scarlet tries to hit Martin with his crossbow while firing. Bow. While firing through the window. If you are firing through the window, then enemy is considered to be in the cover. So this is +2 for to hit roll. I'm rolling 7 + 2, 9. So I missed. Okay, so now Robin's man movement phase, and he moves himself through the window. Robin is dead, so I can take this hex. And that's all. I cannot do much. Now I am attacking Valeran again with 9, 13 and 20. So it's 20 versus 3. So this is 20 versus 3, it's 17. So it's 10, 19, plus 1 for the numerical advantage, it's 20, 29. And 4, he is wounded. And that's all. We are moving to the Martin's part of the game, and now he and Valeran are trying to get rid of Will Scarlet. They have 13 versus 5, so this is 8, plus 1, so this will be 5, 9, plus 1, 10, 19. Let's make a roll, and 9, this is nothing. So, Robin's men. Will, do I want Will to move? I can move on this hex, and I'll be fine. So I am doing this. And Falco moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He hasn't enough movement points to move here because he would need 4 movement points to move through the window and 1 movement point to move on this hex. But, well, he is going to stay here and enter the chapel in the next turn, probably. And now, Little John and Alan are attacking Valoran, so they have 13 versus 2, so this is 11. So 10, 19, plus 1, 20, 29. And 5, he is stunned. And since he was wounded, this means that he dies, because if a wounded character is stunned, this means that this character dies. And now, Little John takes his hex. So that's all. And we are going to the next turn. So Martin is here all alone. He cannot marry Mildred because his pal priest is dead. So all he can do now is to fight. And he wants to kill Alan because he blames Alan for all the issues here. So he moves like this. And now he attacks Alan. He has 10 versus 3, so it's 7. So this is 5, 9, and 9. He fails. So he fails to hit Alan. And that's the end of his turn. And now all the men around are attacking Martin. So it's I cannot fire at him with Falco because he's on the adjacent hex to me. So this is 7, 16, 20, and 27. So it's 27 versus 6. So this is 21. So it's 20, 29, plus 1 because they have numerical advantage. So this is 20. So this is 30, 39 column, and 3. He dies. So Martin dies, and Alan is still alive. Mildred is still alive. Friar Attack is still alive. So in the next turn, Friar Attack goes here and makes Alan and Mildred husband and wife. So Robin died. That's unfortunate, but all in all, his men managed to do the job. So maybe Robin is not really dead, he's just seriously wounded, so they will carry him away to safety and cure his wound, while Alan and Mildred are married happily. I have to admit that it was one of the fastest plays of this scenario I have ever seen. I played this scenario a couple of times, both solo and with some other people, and it was always quite a long scenario, especially here in this chapel. It often gets very messy with a lot of people getting inside the chapel and fighting against each other for the very long time. But here in this play, low rolls save the time, I believe. That's why all the battle went very smoothly, and mostly for the Robin men. They were very lucky, especially with the shooting part of the combat. Their arrows hit enemy very quickly and very deadly, killing a lot of them before they were even able to do something. I haven't an opportunity to climb on any tree because it all went too fast. Well, that's why I like this game also, because like I said before, it is a very dynamic and quick game, very unpredictable too. You can never guess what is going to happen, because it is not a game where you set up the scenario and you can predict what is going to happen in the next 3 turns. It is usually a very dynamic situation and everything changes very quickly. So that's all for this scenario, and good night and see you next time.